Previously on Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction.
Hey girl, what do you know about the Little Caesars Casino?
I'd like to bring a small posse. I'm so sorry. I am Ricky Wars, and this is Jazz, Cinder, and Styrofoam.
The door opens behind you, and you both fall into the vault. Him on top of you.
Okay.
More lady security on way up.
I'm gonna grapple up to the roof.
There is an armed guard.
I want to sneak up behind him and grab him and throw him off the roof.
Fuck this place.
Cinder grabs a bottle of something from behind the bar, tears off her bra, and stuffs it into the bottle and lights it on fire and throws it on the ground, igniting a huge bonfire in the middle of the room.
Awesome.
Kitchen wanted me to give this. I don't know, do you want something? And I trank him.
I commandeered an AV. You want to see if I can fly it?
You click it open and you see just a little Braindance.
I let them zip time me. And now the end is near.
I'm gonna ping Rhonda and say, any good place to park an AV? Also, do you know how to fly an AV?
Welcome to Infinite Sided Dice, where we tell stories and the dice decide our fate. Last week's episode was kind of a lot, and we are jumping right back into the action. But before we do that, make sure you smash the like, hit the subscribe button, and if you're so inclined, look at the link in the description to our Patreon. We appreciate any level of support you can give. Mostly just keep on watching and tell your friends. We left the party in a smoke-filled VIP lounge in a vault full of knockoff art on a rooftop, learning how to pilot an aerial vehicle, zip-tied along with their entourage being shuffled across the casino floor. A lot happened. We jump right back in. We'll start with Loren. The Danger Girls shoulder past you, almost not taking notice of you in this commotion. You see Ricky and the three Jazz, Cinder, and Styrofoam.
And as I'm passing, I say, don't wait up, Daddy! I'm in jail!
Danny.
Daddy.
Hey, Dad! I'm in jail!
Yes, Ricky speaks straight through the metaverse.
That's crazy.
He's talking about going to jail.
Got it.
I
would have stepped aside the moment I popped in the door, right here onto this couch, and smoked my cigarette.
You see Loren has a seat. Madam Monarch kind of looks at you, raises her martini glass and drinks it, and then all the other security starts to like shuffle her out. There's now like a low-level fire alarm starts to go off, and the sprinklers turn on, but they don't shoot water. It's like water's a little too valuable to waste on fire, so they start like shooting foam into the room, but it is pretty nasty stuff. and the room is filling with smoke. So they just kind of push everybody out of the room. Of course, if you're avoiding that, you can stay on the couch. So you're alone in a room full of smoke, and yeah, what do you do? What do you do next? We'll just follow Loren for a minute.
So who's left? It's just me. So
as far as you can see, the smoke has now gotten so thick you can't see across the room. But as far as you can tell, you're the only person in this room.
Okay.
That's on fire.
Great. So once everybody leaves, then I get up, and is it still on fire or is it just smoky?
The fire is being put in the process of being put out. It'll probably be out in another minute or so.
By whatever's
The
automatic security?
Yeah, the
Okay.
fire suppression system.
All right, then I walk across the room to where I think the vault is, based off of the schematics we went over earlier.
Sure. Are you able to breathe in the smoke, or you have cyberware for this, or are you going to need to resist torture?
I believe I did put that in when I just couldn't find it.
I think we talked about it.
We did. I just don't know what it's called. So I know I took it. I know I have it.
And it's like nasal filters, I think.
Yeah.
Off the top of my head, I don't remember exactly the gear name.
Nasal
Okay.
filters. That's exactly what I have.
Okay. Yeah, so your nasal filters activate and you're able to breathe normally in this smoke-filled room. Walk across to the vault. It is sealed, and you see the handprint lock. And you hear from inside the vault, there's still a commotion, I assume. Or Nautica makes a lot of noise.
Yeah, I'm stumbling. I'm stumbling to the door because I can't see, and I'm just like, my ankle. I'm having a panic attack. I don't like dark spaces. Please, I need to get out of here.
So I can hear that?
I'm right at the
trying
door.
to think that you wouldn't be able to make out all of those words exactly.
Right.
You just hear voices through the door because it's a pretty thick door.
Okay, just voices then? Okay. All right.
Yeah. You know what? Geo at this point, I think I'm gonna need a persuasion.
Okay.
Because he's kind of got his mindset on one thing.
Sure. Persuasion.
And this night is not going the way he was hoping it would.
Sure. Poor guy. Why can I never find this?
Not every night is
There it is.
Geo Campana's night.
Ooh, yay. 9 plus 8. 17.
17. All right. Yeah, with a 17, he's just like, hey, calm down. The switch is right here. And he opens it up, and as the door opens, smoke kind of rushes into the room. I don't know if you have nasal filters at all?
I don't.
Yeah,
Do I
so-
see him?
Yeah, so you maybe don't even know who it is, but you see a figure standing in a smoke that quickly fills the vault.
With my eye enhancements, I can't tell it's
I
him?
guess with your eye enhancements, yeah, you would recognize it's Loren even just by his outline. Anyway.
Okay, I'm gonna stumble into him and be like, oh my god, thank you! I'm hurt! Get me out of here! I need medical attention!
Geo's like,
And I go,
my God.
oh God,
And
tell me about it, right?
what the hell is that sound?
I elbow him.
Oh, ow!
Geo's like, you ever heard such a whiny dame? Wait, who the fuck are you?
Oh, I'm here for you, sir. Step aside, lady. And I
Yeah.
Dang it! Didn't know how to do that.
No, he colossally fails his resist torture. He looks and has a look of confusion on his face, and then his eyes kind of go boop crossed, and then he falls straight backward. Probably knocked his head, but it's for the best. Maybe he broke one of his terrible statues. And but the vault is open, and then as you step out, it closes with him inside of it.
Oh, so he's safe.
And I go, Jesus Christ.
What the hell did you do that for? We were fine. We had it. You didn't need to knock him out.
What the fuck
Now
was
he's
that
going to be more
voice?
suspicious.
The fuck was that
It's
voice?
called undercover.
It's called the worst thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Okay,
I
well,
swear to
someday
fucking
I'll
God.
record your voice and play it back to you, because it ain't roses and flowers either, buddy.
Okay.
I just had to make it stop.
So there's a stairway to your right that heads to the roof.
You should have knocked me out and then carried me out. God damn it.
You too. I'm running out of this shit. You have a stairway to the roof right next to you.
There's a vehicle waiting for us up there. The only thing is, Mr. Pretty Pants is downstairs.
Do we need to sneak out the back? I mean, we came in the front. No one knows anything's wrong.
True.
She doesn't know how to fly. We might die.
We don't know that. She could.
Okay, what's your move?
I'm going down.
All right, let's go.
Okay,
You can go up.
You run to the
Go
you
for
run
it.
to the escalator, and at the top of the escalator, you see this may change your mind.
Okay.
You see Ricky and the 3 girls being moved across the floor, zip-tied hands. But one of the danger girls is down inspecting the guard that you knocked out with the plate of food on his face. She kind of takes his pulse and looks, and then you see her put her finger to her ear.
I wanted to do something before we got there, but
Okay, yeah. So you, what's the scene with Ricky?
so they started. Okay, all right. They started to shuffle us across the main casino floor to the security room, right? And yeah, no, I was just gonna haul ass
Oh, okay. So you
and tell my followers to scatter.
okay?
He said scanner.
Okay, the 4 of you, when you say scatter, they all run in different directions, and you're running. Now, keep in mind your hands are zip tied.
Yeah.
It's not the easiest.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get an athletics check to see if you're able to not eat shit.
Just like Naruto one.
Yeah, that's essentially.
I know.
the-
I know, and I'm saying, fuck the establishment, kill the patriarchy. 18,
18. Yeah, you book it.
and I'm flipping, and I'm I'm rolling over tables, you know.
Yeah, the whole place. Okay, so to amend a little bit of what you see, you don't see Ricky being shuffled across. You see Ricky booking ass toward the front door. How many? Let's see. There was 4 danger girls and 1 guy in a tuxedo, right, with you. 2 of the danger girls stopped. Well, I think this is when you saw your opportunity. 2 of them stopped to examine the guard on the ground that's passed out into his food.
There you go.
One of them goes after after Cinder. One of them does go after you, and then the tuxedo tries to figure out how to follow the other 2 girls. Melanie is on your ass, but you are keeping with an 18 and a movement of 7. You are keeping your pace ahead of her for the time being. So you actually come out to this scene where they're examining the guard on the ground. Ricky's running toward the door, and there's just pandemonium in the casino floor. What's the plan now?
But there's still someone checking
There's
him?
2 danger girls at the
Okay.
bottom of the stairs examining an unconscious guy in a monkey suit.
Shit. All right, let's go. Up.
I turn around and I'm like, pick a place already, Jesus Christ.
You need to roll to resist torture drugs so you don't pass out from the smoke inhalation.
13.
A 13. You're coughing and hacking, but you do make it back across the room. The fire at this point is out, but the room is still just absolutely full of smoke. You make it to the stairs. You get to the top of the stairs. Poltergeist. You see a smoke, somewhat bedraggled Nautica / shipwrecked come out the door and make their way to the top of the roof.
So, how'd it go?
Great, let's get out of here.
Great. Did Rhonda ever get back to me?
On where to land?
Yeah. I have an idea, but if she had something, then I'd rather do that.
She's like, what the fuck you mean aero vehicle? She's like, I guess there's a decent chance you could land it on top of one of the buildings nearby. There's like a sort of more, it's not a great place, it's more of a combat zone, and the buildings are a little bit less.
Yeah.
There's no regulation over there.
Okay.
So she gives you a spot.
Cool.
Unless you have a different idea. Oh boy, this is gonna be fun, you guys.
My idea would need more travel, so maybe that's a better idea.
Yeah, I mean, you can also just head for the desert.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And then it all ties back in. And Chino shoots you with a.
How terrible would that be?
Oh no.
Let's see.
Maybe we'll see Brad
So,
in the desert.
as you rev this up,
buddy.
okay, let's get another athletics check from Ricky as you smell the fresh air and see the front door.
Hot damn. Yes! Woo! Okay. All right. Exploding for 26.
Saying his first time running from the authorities.
Yeah, like a running back for the Las Vegas Cyber Raiders. He goes charging across the casino floor, ducks his head. There's even a guard at the door. With that athletics check, he is waiting for you and like jumps, but you're moving too quickly, and he collapses on the floor as you run by. Danger Girl Melanie has to slow her run just a little bit and jumps over this guy, but she's still reasonably close to you as you're running with your hands behind your back. But you're out in the open.
Is there a cab with an open door?
I'm trying to figure out. Roll luck.
Oh, my luck sucks.
Roll under your luck.
So I have to roll under my luck?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Ricky doesn't believe in luck, and he probably
luck
should.
would give you an open cab. A failure gives you the concierge is holding the cab door, and there is a cab with two people already in the back seat, but the door's open and you see it.
I haul ass right up to it, and I say, "Thank you, sir." And I sit inside. You close the door. You can close the door now. Hi.
You basically end up sitting on the lap of somebody. Let's use.
And I say, I'm like, step on it, step on it, cabbie. I'll pay you double.
I don't think this works.
Okay.
Y'all over here, designer Bleak.
We don't have to do it. We don't have to do it.
You do that,
Ricky,
and the
we're
cabbie
sitting on my lap.
gets ready to step on it, and Melanie, out of breath, runs and puts her hands on the cab, on the hood of the cab, and looks at you and just shakes her head like, "You son of a bitch made me run in these heels," and like she looks annoyed, but not. She doesn't have guns drawn or anything like that. So,
I mean, I could keep running.
she kind of gets you out of the cab. Yeah, let's.
We're done, aren't we? I'm outside. Aren't we done?
Yeah, let's resolve this first. I was gonna jump back to the aerial vehicle because I'm very excited to find out what that role is. But we'll see. You may witness something bad. So you step out of the car.
So I go, oh, you guys almost got to ride with Ricky Wars. And I got out. I get out and I go, aren't we done?
Oh, shit. That was Ricky Wars.
It's like, I could have done that. No, that's good.
Just exactly what the fuck was that all about?
You guys started fucking with me. Did you not start fucking with me? I was just there to roll some dice. I'm undoing these things, by the way.
Okay. Yeah, you start working on that immediately. Yeah. They're pretty tight, but we'll give you a chance later if it comes to that. Mm-hmm. So what's the deal? What's you and this Nautica? Your old friends? What?
Well, you owe me a Nautica, by the way. Where is she?
Oh, me and Nautica.
I don't know. You set the whole goddamn room on fire.
I didn't do that. I came with 4. I'm leaving with 3. What?
I don't know if those... I don't know where those 3 are.
I'm leaving with... Damn it, I'm leaving with nothing. You owe me. Okay? That's all I'm saying.
No, I want to know if you're going to manipulate one of my employees' ex-girlfriends in order to get entrance into the VIP lounge at my client's casino. I want to know what your angle is.
Oh my God, Nautica's a fan. She invited. We were just hanging out. I didn't come with anyone. People come with me.
For some reason, you just got one of those faces that I don't want to trust.
Look, I put it out to the fans. I'm like, I want to roll some dice. I want to play some cards. Anyone know a place? And this is what happened, and I'm here. You turned it into a thing.
Try to make that persuasion roll.
All right.
I love the gaslighting. You turned it into a thing.
She did start the questioning.
I believe you lost a face down against her.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to go ahead and subtract 2 from whatever this roll is.
Oh, shit.
Okay, so 19.
Yeah.
It's down to 17.
Down to 17. Mm-hmm. Is there any way you can bump that by 1?
Yes. I'm going to say it in a very melodic voice to add to. And that gives me a 19.
Start singing it.
I'm not fucking kidding. I'm singing it at her.
What? Sometimes as a GM, you're faced with a situation where you're like, there's no fucking way this would work. Until you go back through your catalog of experiences with the character and you think back to the number of times that this exact situation has almost occurred, and you think, yeah, I guess Ricky probably would sing and get a +2 to his persuasion roll. But there's a little bit of a consequence because you are absolutely on Danger Gal's radar.
Yeah. S list.
You are on my S list. You are on my S list forever.
Really? You should come to Dreamland. Come see a show.
And she cuts your zip ties. Don't ever come back to Little Caesar's Palace. Come back to Little Caesar's Palace again.
What if I want to gamble?
And you do it somewhere else.
I can only gamble. Just gamble. I can't gamble.
You should try knockouts. That's more your speed, I think.
What's your name? What was your name?
I'm Mel.
Oh my God, that's perfect. Mel, come see a show. I think you're more punk rock than you let on.
I used to waste my time. Now I get paid for my time. Get the fuck out of here. Let's roll pilot aerial vehicle.
But don't
As
act
you
like you
hear-
didn't have fun tonight.
As your enhanced hearing starts to pick up the whine of an aerial vehicle engine starting on the roof.
All right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm going to try to take this to the combat zone. I'm also going to use 2 luck. Only 2. Bada bing. Hey, not bad.
I'm so glad I'm drunk for this.
How's a 15?
A 15. Okay. A 13 is what you need to get it off the ground. A 16 would have got you a lot further. But you are able to take off and fly away from the casino. You guys are now pretty high up off the ground. How high? I mean, do you keep it low, or you head into the darkness?
Huh. How high would I go? Probably not that high. Like, probably dangerously low. I think that's where she's at.
Yeah.
Like, it'll be easier to land if I'm...
Yeah, and less
I'm
far to fall
lower.
if you jump out.
Yeah.
Okay, dangerously low with a 13. You like skim over the top of a building, and there's like an antenna sticking out. It's like ting, breaks off as you fly past. You're heading in the direction of the combat zone, and you see basically at the first opportunity, you find a rooftop that looks suitable to land the vehicle. This is going to be an important one because taking off is one thing. If you fail to take off, you're probably okay. If you fail to land, it can get bad.
All right, everybody. When I get about 10 feet away, I want everybody to jump out of this vehicle. All right?
Sure. I take off my heels.
3.
This is a Launchpad McClack landing.
This is how they do it in Fortnite. 3, 2, 1. That's implosion. So I assume we crash into the building,
But you jump.
but we all jump.
So you see her, and you're like, too low, too low, too low, and oh boy, you guys are gonna take some fall.
10 feet. 10 feet from the ground.
Yeah.
I shattered my heel at 12 feet. So
Yeah, it can absolutely.
We'll land
You guys gotta
better.
get some metal skeletons. You guys gotta work up a bit.
and
Come
Logan's
on.
older than me.
I think
His bones are more brittle.
I think you guys drink more milk.
They aren't
than-
lined with adamantium.
All right, tuck and roll. Everybody roll athletics using whatever luck you might have left.
None left.
You used it all.
I used every last bit of it.
14.
That's a 9.
A 9.
17.
Okay.
I'm in a little skirt. I'm like having problems.
Can I try to do something stupid to help Nautica?
Yeah, tell me what it is.
Can I, as I'm jumping out, this is not gonna work. I don't even know why I'm suggesting it. Can I try to grab her as I'm jumping out, grapple gun onto the crashing thing to kind of slow our landing and swing down to give us a little bit more of give as we're falling
Now you
with the
are
grapple
Batman.
gun? Full Batman.
Full Batman.
This is the moment
Okay, I
that
don't think-
Shipwreck falls in love with Poltergeist.
It's always gonna happen.
Okay, yeah, seeing that Nautica is not going to make this jump, I think you're already on alert for like, okay, this is going to be bad.
Alternatively,
Loren looks like he can handle himself. You're a little worried. Okay, hold on. Grappling onto a vehicle that's crashing into the ground isn't going to help you. But I'm going to give you a chance to make a perception check to see if there is something that you can shoot.
okay.
And then you're going to make an attack roll.
Cool. Perception.
This is difficult. You're looking to beat a 15.
Fuck yeah. 15.
Nice.
A 15 flat?
Oh no. Is meets it beats it? No.
No, you have to beat the difficulty. You
It's cool.
you grab a hold of Nautica and jump before shooting your grapple gun. I think this timing is very tight here.
What are you?
Plan B.
Well, it's plan B.
Can I just break her fall?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you see she's not going to do too well. think about the grapple gun. Look, there is no ledge. You're at the top of the building. Unfortunately, there's not like any overhang or anything. And as the vehicle goes careening into the ground, you jump, and on the way down, this damage would have been yours, Nautica. Oh boy, I rolled bad. Thank goodness for you. 13 damage, which only goes past your armor.
By 2.
Yeah, you're wearing armor. It does ablate it.
Okay.
As it, your jacket and stuff gets torn up on impact. And Nautica, you only take 6. Yeah, you take extra. You land.
Oh wait. What do I do about my armor?
Oh, actually, if you're wearing your armor, a 6 actually isn't going to get through anyway.
Okay. Yeah. Do I minus 1 for my armor? Or?
Nope, not at all. It didn't penetrate. You're okay. And you're okay. Your athletics was 14. Yeah, you tuck and roll, and the aerial vehicle, if you were planning on keeping it for any reason, that hope is dashed as it smashes into the top of the building. And let's roll some dice to see what happens here. The integrity of this roof is somewhat compromised. So this building is now on fire and with a roof that's starting to cave in. But you're able to run away from the crash site, make it to the street level, ping Ricky.
First, I think I'm gonna... I feel like I would know at least one Santiago since I worked with them 3 years ago. I'm going to ping whoever my Santiago contact is and say, might be salvageable AV parts at this location. Do what you will. You're welcome.
Right on. Yeah, actually, that's the message back. Right on.
And when we land, I'm just like, shit. Are you okay? I can fix that when we get back.
I'm fine. I just can't believe you doubted me. I landed that like a pro.
I'm gonna not argue since she just saved me.
Yeah.
So I'll fix your armor when we get back.
I'm gonna stand up and...
Good job, old man.
How you doing, Squeaks?
I picture you walking, and then the AV just explodes behind you, but none of you even turn around.
No. We saw what was going to happen.
And the secret sequence of events for Ricky are he gets his zip tie cut. He sees the AV taking off. He starts pinging you guys. He's like, all right, let me know where you guys are going. Holy fuck! Right? And it hits the side of the building, and the next few pings from me are like, are you guys okay? Are you guys alive? And I start running towards the side.
Hello?
Whoa.
It's just you get back ... It's just a bubble.
There's just bubbles. They're still bubbling.
And I message him back, calm your tits. We're fine.
Just Poltergeist, Shit-Wrecked, and Loren. We're marked safe at the explosion of AV.
You know, this is the least amount of killing I've done in a skirmish, and I gotta say, it wasn't all that bad.
All right. Yeah, great, yeah.
You did the most killing out of all of us.
I mean, there weren't people in that building, were there? I look over.
We killed no one. You killed one.
Only one.
More
we
killing
don't know
than
he's
the rest
dead.
of us.
Oh, this is true. Which is fine.
Yeah, whatever. We just weren't supposed to kill Geo, not the other people.
Yeah, you saw actually, you're the only one that I even saw that happen.
Yeah.
Do I catch up to him?
Yeah, so you guys can meet up. Where does the party want to meet up?
I text Rhonda, didn't kill Geo, smiley face, on our way back.
Okay, do you head straight to Knockouts, take a pit stop at Dreamland?
I would like to take a pit stop at Dreamland because I want to see what's on this before we hand it over.
Fair enough. Actually, I'll give you an opportunity to disagree if you...
I don't care, as long
no.
as we head back.
No, I'm down.
Eventually.
It was never in the rules or the agreement that we couldn't look at it.
Okay. As the party makes their way back to Dreamland for a quick breather, any landing you walk away from, right?
Yeah.
And a successful heist?
We got what we came for.
Seemed good to me.
We had fun.
That went better than I expected it to.
It's all that we wanted.
As we take a breather at Dreamland, we're gonna go to a quick break, and we'll be right back after these messages.
Bada bing!
Hello! I apologize for this short interruption, but I wanted to offer on behalf of myself and everybody involved in making this show a heartfelt thank you. Thank you for tuning in, and thank you for watching Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction. We hope you're enjoying watching the game as much as we enjoy playing it. Now, if you are enjoying the show, I just want you to know that there's a whole lot more Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction, so click that subscribe button so you can come back next week and not miss any of the action. One more thing, if you have a friend or a gaming group or anybody at all that you think would enjoy this content, go ahead and share it with them. That way we can continue to grow the community and share this game with as many people as possible. But most importantly, just tune in next week for more of Cyberpunk Edge of Extinction. Once again, thank you.
Our program is made possible in part by Green Tower Games, a friendly local game shop in North Los Angeles County. Visit greentowergames.com. And by subscribers like you. Thank you.
Welcome back to Infinite Sided Dice. Our story already in progress. The crew back at Dreamland in possession of one suspicious Braindance. What do we do?
Do brain dances mess you up, or is it just like a...
It's just like TV, basically.
Okay.
You kind of just like plug in and, are in the moment.
Yeah, I'll amend that. It is like TV, only it's a full sensory
Right.
Immersion.
Yeah.
So whoever the Braindance is recorded from, you'll feel what they feel, and if you get into some more extreme stuff, it can mess you up.
Okay.
Like you can get I would say you can almost become addicted to like the extreme feelings. Like if you like these people who are buying these brain dances that are at the fights, like they get this extreme rush from like being beat to hell with that you can't get in real life. And even like in the darker aspects, like you can even experience like the final moments of life or like fucked up stuff. Okay. So brain dances it's a little like TV, but then there's also like the snuff film version of a brain dance that could be pretty nasty.
And there's no way to view it a different way.
You gotta slot
have to. Okay, got it.
So if you want to look at it,
can you make a copy of it?
Can you make a copy of it? The right guy could. You probably know the right guy. If you wanted to do that.
Well, back at Dreamland, I do ping Jazz, Cinder, and Styrofoam.
Make sure they're okay.
And I just let them know. I was like, you're gonna get out of there, and when you do, I owe you one. Join me on stage at the next show.
Yeah, they you don't hear from all three, but Styrofoam hits you back and is like, Punk's not dead, and then like a couple of these emojis and like the tongue emoji.
Sweet.
And then a bunch of flames.
Yeah, lots of fire. Lots of fire.
Can I tell the quality of your armor, of her armor? Like if it's cheap, everyday, costly, premium, expensive?
I think you said it was that hot new shit.
That hot new shit.
Which I believe comes under the category of expensive.
Let me check. Not in gear. It's in armor. It is 500 eddies
Oh, yeah, so that's,
Usually it says
the category.
but it doesn't.
Yeah, that's, what is it, right before expensive?
Costly? Premium.
Yeah,
Premium. Premium is right before expensive.
I think 500, I think, is premium. Could be wrong. Or is 500 costly?
I don't know how to know.
Yeah, it matters on your thing.
Yeah.
Because it's time spent or money spent?
Time spent.
You pop it in there. I think, how long would it take? What are the rules there?
Costly is 6 hours. Premium is a day.
Okay. So it'll be ready to get it back to full?
Yeah.
Or, okay. Yeah, it'll be ready by morning for sure.
Perfect condition and full SP.
Okay, great. Yeah,
I mean, I'll ask if you want that done for free. I can pop it in my garment bag, but
Sure.
great.
It's just 1 SP, but it's always good to have your armor at full.
Absolutely.
You're both, or no, you're a little hurt, just a little bit,
Yep.
but more or less okay. Okay. Now that housekeeping is resolved.
Great. So I think it's imperative that we find out what's on this, but I mean, we don't know what's on this, so I'm happy to do it. Well, not happy, but you
I can slide it. You want me to slide it?
want to slide it? You sure?
Yeah.
Business.
Yeah.
Nautica's back.
How long has Faye's been my bartender? Can handle a little brain dance.
All right, Ricky.
Phase will dance.
No Faye's.
We know Faze. We know.
Faye's, bring me a whiskey before I pop this dance in.
Yeah, he brings you out some whiskey, some whatever ethanol,
Yeah.
whiskey flavored ethanol.
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
you guys serve.
I'm like, just the whiskey, please. But yes.
Yeah. You take the edge off.
Gasoline. Whiskey flavored gasoline.
Blech.
Okay.
Yeah, the Braindance just goes into your port.
Okay.
Immediately, you can't see what's around you anymore. You are in an office. I'm going to ask you to make a perception check.
Visual perception, 16.
A 16. And then I also want you to resist torture drugs to see how well you keep your wits about you while you're in the dance.
We know how,
this goes.
How well this goes.
I
Okay.
believe in you.
Hey, it's the roll of the dice, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, hold on. I forgot what my...
Yeah, because like I
it
was
is.
saying, how Braindance is, at least in this world that we've created, are kind of intense experiences.
Okay. Resist torture drugs. Oh, 16.
Okay, that's great.
Okay.
Good. So you feel this weird rush and like the weird feeling of being in a body that's not your own. Just you're a little bit shorter and you can feel like maybe a little whatever, and you look down, you feel nice cloth on your skin and you're like, oh, I'm wearing a suit. It's a pretty nice suit. And you walk into a door and you open the door and walk in, and you're in an office. There's a computer on the desk and there's a woman behind the desk, and she's wearing glasses and has her hair pulled tight behind her with a 16. You enter, and I'm going to describe to you the scene, and then we're going to describe how what Ricky's able to grab from it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
She stands up and like pulls her ponytail out and like shakes her hair, and then grabs you by the collar and like pulls you and sits you down on the desk, and then kind of pushes some stuff aside and throws you down, and you're looking, and she kind of like stands up on the desk She's wearing a skirt. It's a little salacious. But she digs her high heel like into your face. It's like, ow, this sucks. And the heel pushes your chin to the side, and you're just looking at computer screens on the wall as you feel this like this thing where apparently this person was just, this is a fetish that maybe you've heard of, is just getting walked on, just getting stepped on over and over again with these high heels. And eventually, like, it doesn't go beyond the stepping, the crushing, but it gets more and more intense. And eventually she gets to the part of you that you really don't want her to step on. And you, because you resisted torture and you're able to keep your wits about you, you go ahead and pull that out.
Oh, God.
But with your 16 perception, there's something you recognize that that you would never forget. It's burned into your brain. When she was clearing off the stuff from the desk, you saw a logo for a familiar corporation, Akari. Okay. So these are apparently two, you presume, Akari employees engaging in some illicit behavior. You didn't recognize the woman. You didn't recognize yourself. That's what you got.
No reflection in those computer screens?
Nothing interesting on the computer screen.
So, looking around...
Do you describe what I assume? Or...
I can describe it. Can I describe it while I'm in the dance? Or
no, you're kind of like zoned out.
I mean, as long as my brain isn't fried, I'm going to tell them everything.
Yeah, you're fine.
Yeah. So, when she turns my head with the heel, I see a computer screen. Do I see anything on it?
There's stuff on the screens, but you can't really make heads or tails of it.
Okay. I don't recognize the woman.
No.
But
I mean, you wouldn't know all the Akari employees by name. You would have been more familiar with the company that came before.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah. Let's see what else. But I commit a description of her to memory.
Mm-hmm.
And
yeah, mostly what you remember is curly brown hair.
Uh-huh.
And the feeling of height.
I know, because right before she started stepping on him, Ricky was like, "Oh, it's just another Saturday." No, no, I don't like this.
Was there a reflection of your face though? You just didn't recognize yourself?
I looked at the screen.
Yeah, I mean,
right.
So what we're taking into account here is a 16 perception, an intense experience, and you doing the best you can to grab whatever information you can.
Okay.
But you can't move his eyes. You can't move.
Right.
You have no control over the body. Okay. So like, it's really hard to like. You want to look at stuff, but you can't look at it. You have to like catch it out of the corner of your eye.
I'm basically in. It's like watching a movie, right? To some degree, but I'm feeling it. Okay, but he hasn't looked in any reflective surfaces as of yet.
That you could discern with your 16 perception. Though.
Okay, ouch. I let the dance continue to see.
You slot back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna have to roll another resist torture.
Shit, man.
I was about to take that thing from you to see if I recognize the secretary.
Well,
you're like, give that to me.
If I
Pull this out in 5 seconds. I just need to see her face.
Well, I mean, you can ask me to do that, right? After I slot out?
I mean,
Well, after you've slotted out, I would ask you something too. I would be like, is this your only time ever doing this brain shit?
That's a really
Have you
good
done this
question.
before?
It's not a thing I do often.
But you've done it before.
Yeah, but like, like light stuff, nothing crazy.
He'll try everything at least once.
Yeah, sometimes a Braindance if somebody else's show or something. I'm like, that's cool. I can do better. You know?
It didn't make you a brain potato?
No, it doesn't make me a brain potato. And really, often, depends on what it is. But something like this wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll be all right. You want to try it?
Well, if you want to continue, by all means. I don't know, maybe...
Well, did it feel like the brain dance goes further than it did? Like, in other words, like, the video longer than when I pulled out?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't really see the point in doing all this. Can't we just pass it over along to all of them? I mean, what's the point in snooping on this? Isn't this favor so that you can get a favor for something else?
Yeah, but you're no stranger to information being power.
I guess so.
We're gonna pass it on. That we have our reasons for knowing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The reason you slotted out was almost reflex because it was about to get probably a little more intense.
Okay. All right. It's gonna get more intense. Do you want to do it, or do you want me to go back in?
I was only going to put it in to see if I recognized the lady you're talking about, but I don't know every friggin' corpo from that place. Would like to get to the end of it, but I also don't want you to suffer for it. So
okay,
this is on you. This is what you want, whatever you're up to.
I think I can do it. See if you recognize her. Go ahead.
All right, but you saw her in like the first second, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, just pull it out in 5 seconds. I just need a good look at the face.
You slot in. I'm still gonna ask for the resist torture and / drugs.
Close. It's not good, but it wasn't a 1. 9.
A 9. Okay. And your perception check as well.
What is my perception? I rolled a 9, so it's good, but
okay.
I'm always losing. Wait, I think I have it written down right here. 9 plus 12, so 21.
Okay.
Literally written right here.
Yeah, you slot in and you have the exact same experience. It's walking through the door. You see the woman. You don't recognize the face, unfortunately. It goes to the point where you get thrown down on the desk and you're having this, it's really weird because your physiology of this man, everything is different. The feeling of the suit on your skin is like feeling cloth through somebody else's skin, seeing through somebody else's eyes, seeing colors in a way that is slightly different. It's their organic eyes, which is something you haven't looked through in a while. And the feeling of the wood and everything smells like you're just perceiving it all completely different, and it gets hyper vivid. And you pull the chip out in 5 seconds, or if you don't, one of them do. That's what you said. And you don't recognize her, but you're left with a sort of feeling of numbness, just a little bit. It's nothing major. It was just 5 seconds in a brain dance.
Sure.
But I would say you get the appeal.
Okay.
We'll leave it at that for right now.
I pull out my personal bottle of alcohol from the desk and take a swig.
As they're both slotting, I would have looked at Poltergeist and been like, so how do you two know each other again?
A set of unfortunate circumstances many years ago.
I don't care. Sorry, I should have asked.
I actually don't care.
I'm immediately bored.
Before I reslot, I turn to Loren and I go, you know what? You got something in those magic fingers of yours.
What do you want?
To maybe make resisting the negative effects of this a little easier.
What, you want some synth coke?
No. I think that would have the opposite effect.
Yeah, Faze has got you covered there. You don't need Loren for that.
No. I'm thinking.
I mean, I saved up some black lace from something from a while ago. If you really want that.
What's black lace again?
I wouldn't recommend it.
It's more straight drugs.
More.
Straight drugs.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't know that it would necessarily help with a resist torture roll.
How about a mild sedative?
A mild sedative.
But maybe that would affect my perception.
Yeah, and yes, it would. I think if you dull your senses, you're actually maybe a little more susceptible to the effects,
All right.
if anything.
Then let's just go in. It's not like I don't have anything in resist torture and drugs.
I mean,
So it's just a dice roll.
if neither
It's
of
just
you
a dice
could
roll.
even recognize anybody or see anything in the papers at the beginning, I don't see what else is going to be on this that's of value.
But it goes on
Well,
further.
it's of value to important people, so there's got to be something in here.
Isn't it collateral? Like, this is probably just a businessman who has a fetish, who doesn't want people to know that he's fucking an employee. Like,
Yeah, but Akari's gone.
yeah.
So why would that matter? There's got to be something else.
Who's the man? Can I not go through the whole thing again? Can I go where I left off?
Starts when it starts.
Fuck me. All right. Here we go. If it gets too much, I just pull it out, right?
Yeah.
That's the whole idea. All right, resist torture drugs. A little lower this time. 15.
15. Okay. Good. You're good. You're looking. Definitely don't want to get below a 10. That's not great.
Yeah.
Okay. The scene replays up to the point.
Oh, God.
Go ahead and make another perception check. We'll see if you get
Lex,
more.
you know you're not actually going to feel anything right now, right?
I'm picturing it, and it sucks. Yes. I'm going to. I want to see what I see and what I hear.
Sure.
Okay?
You're not using any cyber ears though, because
Oh, because it's not my ears.
it's not your ears.
All right, it is what it is. So let's go. Oh, that was good. 20.
20. Yeah. Mostly what's unnerving is like the sound of your own breath in your head and like different ear canals. No words were spoken, which is kind of maybe is what their deal was. They don't talk; they just do this thing. The walking gets more intense in more sensitive areas, and then you're specifically looking for reflections. Yeah.
Yeah. Reflections, an ID, a photograph on a desk,
Anything to identify who these people are.
yeah.
Yeah, okay. Once the intense part of the walking with your resist torture, you're able to power through it. It doesn't, unless you're into it, but it's very intense. And
Wouldn't the guy he's been be into it? So wouldn't he be feeling into it instead of...
there is. Yeah, you're not wrong. See, so that's sort of the thing, is that all of this pain that Ricky is perceiving as pain is being countered by a really intense endorphin rush and dopamine release in the person whose dance it is. It's a very
like a dual consciousness.
yeah. I think that's what the resist torture drugs is about. Is like, do you how much are you able to like sort of? You're not resisting the torture of being stepped on. You're resisting the drug of the brain dance.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, it's a pretty intense experience. There is like a rush, and then like it gets even a little weirder maybe. She sets you in your chair and then like kicks the shoes off, and her feet are nylon stockinged, but this you get a good look at the desk right now because she shoves her feet in the man's face, and you're now smelling sweaty feet, which is honestly, compared to the stepping, it's probably
it's 10 times
preferable. So you're able to like sort of catch your senses a little bit.
Hey, don't kink shame, man.
Yeah, there's no picture.
Don't yuck my
no
Shame
shame
on
in-
anything, not yucking anybody's
No.
yums. Just describing what might be we'll put it in the discllaimer.
What
maybe.
you made up? Yeah.
Like you decided to make part of this, right?
The game comes through me, not.
Sure, you're channeling the gaming gods.
So I'm getting a great look at the desk now.
So you focus on the desk.
Yeah.
Desk. You do catch a reflection. There's, but you're just sort of it's a little hard to make out, and more or less nondescript businessman. He's got short, clean-cut hair, black in color. He's wearing glasses, but it's nobody that you recognize. And you don't see any names on anything. You just catch a reflection in the shine of the desk itself is
Is that glass?
not glass, but sort of a formed metal
Right.
top to the desk, and so it's not super reflective, but you do get a sort of general idea of what this person's face might look like.
Okay.
And then as you're still have a face full of feet, the computer monitor on the desk is also visible to you.
Okay.
And you look at that and you just see there's some sort of it looks like possibly a schematic or a map of something.
There it is. Yep.
But you can't really make heads or tails of it anyway. And then at that moment, the door slams open and you see a really pissed off looking guy in a suit, and then the thing goes off. Like
It ends.
Your hand goes back like this, and then everything goes blank, and you're back.
Yep. Okay. All right. So we made it through the entire Braindance.
You did it.
God,
I made it through. We all made it.
We
We all made it through
Everyone
that
take
one.
a cleansing
Hopefully-
breath.
No, I think we're all right. The schematic, the map. I can't tell what it is, but I can describe it, right? Yeah. So I described the schematic map to you guys.
In non-technical terms.
Non-technical terms. Did it look like it was a machine, a building, a layout,
I don't think you have any clue.
any clue whatsoever?
Yeah.
Oh, I know what that is. It's none of our fucking business. Let's get the hell out of here.
I'm with Loren.
It's a nunya.
That is the collateral.
Oh,
Is what's at the end of that.
all right. Let's get this over
Okay.
to knockouts.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, you bop on over to knockouts. It's the middle of the night.
Can I draw it while it's fresh?
Sure.
Okay.
There's a paint, draw, sculpt.
There is.
Why don't you
Skill.
make a paint, draw, sculpt roll?
I'm sure you have lots of points in that one.
Don't we all?
Or
Let's see.
isn't there a cartography skill also?
Then I'd have to
Am
tell
I
you whether it was
making
a
that
map or not.
up? I might be making that up.
That would only be.
There's cryptology
LOL.
and criminology.
Yeah, go ahead and do that roll. We'll resolve that.
Well, this is shit.
Paint, draw, sculpt.
But okay. But I'm the only one who saw it.
technique.
So
Yeah, do your best. You're just scratching it out. You're no artist.
yeah.
I mean, it's only Ricky can only do what Ricky can do.
Ricky do what Ricky do.
Should I throw my luck at this? I only have 3.
Up to you.
I don't use it for anything.
All right.
Fuck it. Let's go. Plus 3 luck.
You gotta let go of that
So
die
it's plus
one time.
6.
Yeah.
Ooh, 12.
12. Okay. 12 is not bad. It's you're able to make some sketch. You do it as quick as you can as it starts to fade from your brain. But part of the problem you're having is like you're literally just trying to draw like lines from memory without understanding what the lines are or why they connect the way they do. So at some point, you're just like, fuck it, I don't know. I think that's it. And I think even the three of you will skip the rolls. There's nothing here ringing a particular bell.
Okay.
I think, Loren, I think you would know this, having hung out with Roach a little bit and like talked about Braindances on more than one occasion as he's tried to hook you. Image extraction is possible from a Braindance, but it takes specialized equipment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, if you guys are so obsessed with this brain shit thing, why don't you just have someone make a copy or take an image or something from it? I mean, it seems to be really important to you guys that you like getting stepped on or some shit. I don't know.
Like, oh yeah. I refuse to respond to how I feel after that. After that break.
All right.
But
I mean, it depends on how long that takes, because I mean, I don't want to keep this from her longer than we need to.
no.
You guys don't know anybody who can do that shit?
Who can
Do we in these 3 years have we garnered tech contacts?
Your best bet would be Roach, but that's a little bit in her circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, Poltergeist texted her like, I'm landing an aerial vehicle.
Yeah.
We got the package.
Yeah.
So she's expecting it
Yeah. So this,
tonight.
Yeah. I'm not trying to keep it for an excessive amount
We
of
got
time.
what we got. Time is of the essence. We could go street level.
I mean,
but
you were
that
hinting
could
at like
all
her
day.
friend earlier a couple days ago. I don't know if that's an avenue or not.
Whose friend?
Hers. Someone I don't know, someone she knows.
You talking about Ghost?
I don't know who I'm talking about. You guys were hinting at it.
You haven't heard from Red Ghost, have you?
He's dead.
Red Ghost is dead. Mm-hmm. Zach is dead.
Yes.
Or is that what he told you to say?
Why would he let me stay in prison?
It's a good point, Ricky.
I don't. Called him Ghost for a reason, is all I'm saying.
Okay.
But it wasn't because he was dead.
All right. Well,
But, okay.
Well, he is now. So,
You saw his body.
yes.
Okay. All right.
it's fine.
Let's go get this to her.
Let's go. I'm gonna take a picture of his drawing and then burn the drawing.
Good call. Okay. Yeah, you head back to Knockouts. Oh, it's the middle of the night. She's in a bathrobe kind of thing, with her hair in a thing. No cigar, but yeah, she lets you guys in. Oh, sugar, I knew I could count on you guys. I had a feeling that you were able to get things done.
We certainly were.
You certainly are a successful business owner, just like advertised. She puts a cigar in her mouth and like thinks better of it and doesn't light it. It's pretty late. You got the thing?
Yeah.
Oh, fantastic. You hand it over.
Are we in the doorway?
No, come on in.
Okay.
Yeah, come on in. Of course, come in. I can make some coffee.
No, I just don't want to look like we're doing a shady drug deal outside your business.
That wouldn't be the first time.
All right.
Yeah. Everybody around here knows her, lets you in. Yeah, she grabs a lot of fuss for a little rain dance. Okay, well, I have your father's name. I already had my contact look into it. I can have him out tomorrow, maybe 2 days. Give me 2 days.
Okay.
Everything good?
Yeah. I mean, we're all good. The air vehicle's not, but we're fine.
I'll have to get that story from you in the morning, sugar.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, we might have. I wouldn't. No, we didn't ruin Ricky's reputation. He's a punk rocker. We probably just made it better.
I'm good.
I believe you promised me some money.
Yeah, all business. She breaks you up.
Well, you want me to give you a hug?
She looks at the Braindance, considers like verifying it, but decides better of it. She walks over. She pulls out like a kitchen drawer and pulls out her little thing and slots you the 1,000 eddies. That's your day rate plus 200%. So you can add that to your inventory. Yep. But the rest of you are good. We're good on our deal.
Great. Pleasure doing business with you. I hope our two successful businesses can work in harmony together in the future going forward.
Sure thing.
And I go,
And I'll leave y'all to whatever. Let's go, Ricky.
and I go, with this, I'm going to take a couple days off.
Can't wait to kill your dad. Let me know how everything goes.
This might be the only place I can gamble in for a while, so you might see me more often.
Oh, anytime I get to see you, it'll be a pleasure, sugar.
Absolutely, Rhonda. It's good to see you.
Is Roach around?
He's not here right now. It's
You're gonna get that freaking bubble bath, aren't you?
I knew why he was asking.
No comment.
He's like, I never had a bubble bath. I always wondered what it was like.
I read about them all the time.
I think more than I enjoy doing his voice, I like hearing your guys doing his voice.
Just a couple of you Jackmans.
Dear diary, today I got to take a bubble bath.
You know what I've learned? Real men take bubble baths.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Unless you have something else you want to do, Poltergeist, you can go to your room.
Yep.
Loren heads home. You can see
Yeah.
Roach tomorrow if you're looking for him.
Yeah.
And back to your respective abodes.
Yep.
Waiting on your dad.
And Jean didn't tell me meet us here with him or have him here by this time. All right. Looks like I'm putting that crane in the window.
Okay.
I'll go home and...
She's gonna need a day or two to get the paperwork done and get him out.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'll save the crane.
And you earn...
Out the window.
Before you all... so the next day, Rhonda feels like she's in a pretty good mood. So Loren, you're gonna take a few days off. I think no fights. We gotta wait for Jack to get better, and I think it'd be best if we just lay low on this until the situation with Geo gets resolved. I don't want to test things too quickly. Yeah, we don't know. I want to wait for that to resolve before we really do much. So, Ghost, if you want to take some time for yourself, do you have friends or places you want to go?
Do I look like I have friends?
Oh, come on.
What do you know about
Baby,
me?
I'm trying to be nice. I'm just saying, this isn't a prison. That's the whole point.
I've never been to a drone fight before.
Tiny, will you take Poltergeist to a drone fight?
Sure. I think there's one tonight.
Cool.
Have we split?
Yeah, you guys
This
are
is the
back
next
at your
morning.
place. So the next morning.
So I'm not there. Okay,
Yeah,
just making
not
sure.
there. Yeah, okay.
I schedule a show.
Well, I would have gone to knockouts before I took my time off.
Yeah, for sure. So you're looking for Roach.
Yeah.
He shows up.
But I don't want to make it known that I'm looking for Roach. I'm just,
yeah.
And I didn't ask her or anything. I just looked around to see if I could see him.
Yep. It's not hard because he shows up every day.
Yeah.
Pops in, chews your ear, collects whatever data he can from the fights.
Yeah.
And the time he offered you the bubble bath was probably the 5th or 6th time he's tried to get you to slot. It's kind of like he's that guy who's asking everybody he talks to, like, really, you know, in case you thought you were special.
He's trying to sell his stuff.
He's trying to sell his shit.
Yeah.
So he pops up. Hey,
Just the man I wanted to see.
you wanted to see me? I'm honored.
Yeah, so yesterday I had a little flashback from my years in, servitude of our country. I didn't like that air vehicle crashing into the ground. Kind of threw my heart for a real fucking mess. Just looking for, maybe you have something that's real boring I could slot for a little while.
My man, you're talking my language.
Just something boring,
Just
like
so
maybe,
you know,
maybe just sitting on a couch watching TV with a family or something. Something boring.
Tell you what, I got this for you now. He hands you one. This one's on the house. And then he says, I'm located here. And he gives you his address. When you're ready for more, you come on by.
How much for this one? You said first one's free, right?
The first one's free. That's absolutely right. I respect your service. A lot of my clients are veterans. You won't be disappointed.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but we'll see.
Okay, Loren.
I'm gonna take a few days off. You won't see me for a while.
I'm sure I'll see you again.
All right.
Okay. So you take his chip, and head back to your apartment. Are you looking to slot it right away?
Yeah, but if you wanted to move on, we can move on.
No, we can resolve this.
Okay, great. Yeah, I slot it right away.
Okay. You are at your apartment and sit down on the couch. I don't know if you grab a drink or however you want to do this. Light some candles. And you put the chip in, and at first you think it's not working because it's just your vision goes completely blank. I'm gonna get a resist torture drugs from you.
All right. Oh, that's low. 11.
Yeah. 11 is it's above 10, so you're looking for a 10 or higher to avoid the worst of the side effects. You think it's not working because it's just dark, but then you breathe in through your nose and you smell like jasmine flowers, and your eyes open and you're sitting in a porcelain tub, somehow on a beach. And there's the sound of surf. There's no seagulls. because there just aren't any. But the sound of the surf is just soft in the background, and you sink down into just absolute warmth of a bubble bath. But it goes beyond that, because all of your injuries from the war, all of your cyber implants, all of that is all that pain is just gone, and you and the bubbles just sort of float up around you, and you see your skin is young and healthy. When you breathe in, there's no ache in your lungs.
Do I have a male body?
Yes, this is a male body, but it's
nice.
It's a young, healthy man, and when you breathe, you don't feel the cigarettes do what cigarettes do.
Sure.
I think he's had a few.
He's a chain smoker.
Yeah, he's an absolute chain smoker. But you breathe in cool, clean air, and actually the thing that's maybe the most remarkable for someone who's a chain smoker is the 10 minutes of not desiring anything. Just breathing clean air and enjoying the relaxation. And then after 10 minutes, it's over, and you're back up.
And a little tear comes running down my cheek. Not kidding. A tear. Yeah.
But that chip is there, and you can do that as many times as you want during the night. Poltergeist, you and Tiny, we won't roll on garden dating, but this sort of feels like he takes you out to the sort of industrial area where these fights are held. It's a similar scene to Knockouts, but the drones themselves there's a whole variety. There's weight classes. Some of them are just like little robots, like BattleBot size, that tear each other apart, and there's like fire shooting out of them.
Cyber Tombstone.
Cyber Tombstone, the giant spinning like lawnmower blade on top. But some of them fly. They're flying and attacking each other. No real projectile weapons. This is there's one with like helicopter blades and arms that tries to tear apart its opponent. It's fun. There's betting, there's drinking. Tiny is kind of into it,
So, what I think is cool about these is you can just repair the bots. So if you just completely destroy something, you can just put it back together, and it's a lot cleaner than like a cryo tank, like what we do.
Sure. Yeah. What we do is more dangerous. I like fighting though. I like fighting for Rhonda.
Why?
I don't know. She's like kind of like a mom to me. I never really had parents.
All right, we don't need to get all sad about that. That's embarrassing. Well, anyway, thank you for taking me to this.
You should give Rhonda a chance. She's really nice.
I'm sure she is.
And that day you get a message that your father is released and going to be available for pickup, and you should come by Knockouts.
I go with you.
Okay.
In that time I schedule the show not like for the future, and I send I send personal invites to Jazz, Cinder, Styrofoam, and Mel.
Right on. Yeah.
Okay, and that's it. That's all I do.
Yeah, you schedule it out a week in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So you take a couple days off. There's a whole day in between, and then on the second day you're away at the drone fights, and the the two of you show up at Knockouts, and the first thing you notice is, so it's I don't think you've been here. You've been here in the middle of the night. You've never been here when it's closed. But it's just closed for the day because there's no fights, and like she says, she's laying low. There's no one at the door, but you pound on it and no answer, but it's unlocked.
That's suspicious.
You walk in and make your way downstairs, and
I'm gonna walk in slowly. Yeah.
Use those ears.
Yeah, and I'm gonna listen. I don't see anything going on.
there's nothing. What's weird is that you don't see anything.
I'm gonna ping Poltergeist and be like, you knockouts?
You were at the drone fights and you get a ping.
I say, no, do you need me? Question mark.
Is it normal for no one to be here?
Is it normal?
She hasn't been there very long.
You wouldn't know? Tiny might.
Hey, Tiny. Is it normal for knockouts to be totally deserted?
There's always somebody there.
As
far as I know, Rhonda never leaves.
Yeah, I ping back. Did you check every room?
Not yet, but you might want to head over soon.
Oh, God. And I text back, you're so needy.
I text back a kiss.
Hey, Tiny, it looks like it's wrapping up anyway. I think I'm gonna head back. You can stay if you want, but you can come with me too.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, it's that girl stopped by for Rhonda, and I, just want to make sure that everything's fine.
Rhonda said to stay with you, so I'll just go with you.
All right.
Okay.
Is it dark in there?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can see.
You be the eyes. I'll be
the eyes, you be the
the
ears.
eyes. I'll be the ears. I actually
Dream team.
bring my assault rifle up.
Okay.
I'm just walking
Ooh,
around.
I'll also ping Rhonda.
Okay. You ping Rhonda.
Where I'm just gonna be like, you here?
Okay, you do that.
No response?
I don't hear anything
I'm
going
just-
off in here.
Listen.
Ooh. Ooh.
Go to our
Does it keep going?
Sure.
Which direction?
Up. Oh, wow. So 21 plus 13, 34.
Yeah. With a 34, you hear a ping when she sends that message.
What direction?
Just a ping. What direction?
Down and into the room, the kitchen / dining area.
Okay. And now I look at you and I go, like as in looking.
Yeah.
What can you see in that direction?
There's a shut door.
I wouldn't have brought my assault rifle with me, but I
Pistol.
unstrapped my pistol from my leg
Okay.
and look that direction.
Yeah, you guys are armed. You move through the room. There's a closed door in front of you, leading to what you know to be the dining kitchen area.
Okay.
I'm gonna point, like I'm gonna open. You take aim.
Yeah, I take aim. I'm like,
Okay, you watch the
And
door.
I'm gonna.
Okay, the door swings open about a third of the way, and then thump, hit something.
Fuck.
You see the floor is like with blood.
Fuck. I ping Loren. I'm like, I know you're off, but emergency at knockouts.
As you look in, you see a man's hand that you recognize as Oleg. That was some of Rhonda's muscle.
Oh, okay. I was like,
So now we're looking inside that room.
You see inside the room. Yeah.
And it's thick with blood. Mm-hmm. Who else is on the ground? Just Oleg?
You haven't come in the room yet. You just see Oleg on the ground blocking the door a little bit.
Do I hear anyone breathing in there?
With a 34, all you heard was a ping.
I scooch into the room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you squeeze your way through the door that's 1/3 open. You get a look at the scene. Across the room, you see Jackhammer with just a hole in his skull slumped against the wall. And you scan across the room to the booth where you ate breakfast. And you see Rhonda with her throat slashed open, lying dead.
I liked her. Fuck.
And that's where we're going to end tonight's episode.
I guess the fun is over, right?